I'm Bertus van Schalkwyk. We're together here this morning with the van Schalkwyks. No relation, but maybe a few generations ago. And we're very casual here, and we're going to have some coffee and tea and here in the kitchen. And the reason why we are here is our viewers seem to have been interested in, or are interested in, mixed race relationships and mixed race marriages following relationships. Are we talking not just, we're talking relationships between man, woman, not work relationships. We'll get there. We'll get to the other relationships as well. But this morning we're going to talk to Renier and Tiana and see what they have to say about mixed race marriage. We've asked our viewers to send us some questions, which they did, and I'm going to fire away, guys, with a welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
To our kitchen, and hope the coffee is not too bad. We'll fire away with the first question that we got from our viewers, and that is, now, who's first here? Is it still in mixed race? Is it still ladies first, or how do you...
It's always ladies first.
Okay, let's, Tiana, break the ice. The first question is, was it love at first sight for your spouse, the individual, or have you been always attracted to, in this case, the white race?
I can't say I've always been attracted to the white race, so it wasn't a racial issue for me. But I also have to say it wasn't necessarily love at first sight. I was one of the silly girls who didn't know she had a crush on him. My best friend came to visit and said, "What's going on there?" And made me aware of how much I was talking about him and wanted her to meet him. So I didn't know that I was attracted to him necessarily from the get-go. But yeah, here we are.
So that's what, love at first sight, but somebody else had to tell you that you had it.
I don't know.
Okay, so just I just want to see if I got the answer right. You weren't necessarily attracted to, in this case, the white race. So it was him.
Yeah, it was the person or the personality more than it was the skin color.
Skin color. Okay. Okay, Renier, your stab at the same question.
Yeah, I think it was the same for me. I actually have an interesting story about was it a racial thing or not? And a few years before, I've been working somewhere, and we had worked at a restaurant, and we had a regular patron that came in. And at some point, someone who asks controversial questions. So he asked me, would you ever go out with one of the waitresses? And they were all black or colored. So I said, no, my parents would never go for it. It could never happen, that's totally taboo, no. And he's like, but what if, you love them and what would happen, would you tell your parents and stuff? And he just kept, hitting the questions, and I just kept trying to deny it and whatever. And then as soon as sort of got my independence and, was in the world, and the two of us met, sort of became a situation of, I have these feelings and can no longer deny the fact that it's not a skin color issue anymore, it's about the person. So it wasn't love at first sight necessarily, but it was definitely a strong connection right from the beginning in terms of friendship. So I've never had issues with being friends with people of different races, but I'd never considered the possibility of a romantic relationship until we met. And then it was a case of, okay, wow, there's definitely a chance of a romantic relationship here. And as it developed and as we got to know each other better, I had to deal with those feelings of okay, and that controversial question kept buzzing in my head, because now suddenly it was the turnaround of that. I was like, okay, well now, I am interested in a romantic relationship, and I will have to tell my parents, and what will they think, and all of these things that came up with me. Yeah. But I knew I wanted to pursue it.
Okay, what I remember just while you were talking about that you said that your parents wouldn't have liked it, etc. I remember while I was a student, I went out with a Greek girl, and I, also very cautiously went to about telling my parents about this, because I wasn't sure, because now she's from a different culture, but her skin is also white, so is it the skin color issue, or is it the culture issue? And I seem to think that most people that are cautious about different races are more cautious. Now that I think back of it, even my parents were more cautious about the fact that it's a different culture. And they were saying marriage is already so difficult. It's hard work. So why would you get into it with another culture as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.